Well, hello and a very warm welcome to Business Today Television. I am Chetan, Bhutani. Well, the all-new Swift 4th generation has finally arrived in the Indian markets. And to talk more on that and of course the festive mayhem that Maruti Suzuki has created, I am joined by Mr. Partho Banerjee, Senior ED at Maruti Suzuki. Congratulations, first of all, sir, bringing in the 4th gen Desire into the market. I want to ask you, sir, the rationale behind getting the Swift Desire, the 4th generation, how does it actually differ from the previous generations, and what kind of volumes are we expecting, thinking of the fact that, so many weddings are now coming up into the Indian markets now?
Chetanji, first of all, this is going to be the 4th generation Desire which we are going to launch. If I talk about the sedan segment, actually, we are totally going to reposition this brand. This is going to be positioned for the thrivers, the young Indian thrivers community who want to celebrate their success. This product is going to be the marker of the success. Coming to Desire as a brand has got a very high mind share, more than 40. And this has been there in the market for last 16 years, and we have sold close to 2.7 million vehicles. And every second vehicle which is sold in the sedan segment happens to be from the portfolio of ours. So more than 50% market share. And if you ask me, even Desire last year also has sold more than 1.6 lakh vehicles.
So it actually talks a lot about volumes and the growth of...
It's a very powerful brand if you talk about it. And I think as you have seen this product now, it has totally come in a new avatar. It used to be having some sort of association with the Swift. But the new Desire, if you talk about it, the brief to our design team was very simple. Modern, sleek, and progressive.
All right, so but I'll interject you here. Very important part for the product perspective, especially, sir, that you mentioned that the Swift and the Swift Desire, there were probably some clashes there, but now that you're mentioning that the new Swift Desire will be entirely different. As for the product lovers and for the people who really love this brand, and the consumers will be looking out to buy such a sedan, how differentiated would this product be from the Swift, sir?
Chetanji, when you will see this product, you will yourself will not be able to identify at all anything with the Swift. Barring some of the features which the customer looks for, which may be there across over many of the segments. But other than that, if I talk about the exterior, absolutely different. It has got some of the many first in the segment, like the sunroof, then your display, which we are going to have it in this segment. So totally different. And the space which we have inside the vehicle, test it out. 3 people sit behind and you yourself test it out. It's spacious.
And also, Partho sir, now moving to the real mayhem that Maruti Suzuki has created, you saw October 2024 as your best selling festive period month with above 2 lakh sales in a month. So what really contributed to these sales? Because, all the festivals actually lined up in 1 month. So what was your consumers' rationale behind so much aggressive buying?
First of all, as you said, one of the factor was that both the festivals are in the same month. But if we compare the festival period like to like compared to last year also, we are having a retail growth of 16% on that. Because last year the festivals were spread across 2 months, but if we take that festival period, so there has been a good growth. I think one of the success for this has been that all our segments did a wonderful job. Starting from the SUV, entry hatch, mid hatch, MPV, van. Just to give you a perspective, Brezza did close to 24,000 plus vehicles retail. But Swift was the number 2, doing 22,000 plus. WagonR did 21,000, number 3. So that shows that the market, there are all segment of customers are there, who are there. We need to appeal to them and we need to meet their requirement.
Also, sir, I was also coming towards the mini and the subcompact and the sedan segment. Naturally, if you look at the year-on-year figure, we compare to October, you have actually registered a degrowth there a little bit. Chairman Saab also in his previous address also pointed out that yes, there's a problem between the below the 10 lakh car segment. However, this particular segment adds a lot of volumes to your more than 50% volumes are coming from there only. So I want to ask you, are you still bullish on that segment?
You're talking about the sedan?
The sedan and the subcompact and the entry level.
See, sedan segment, in fact, our market share has gone up.
Okay.
We are increasing our market share. The point is this, in case of the Desire, since we are going to introduce a new model, we have somehow calibrated our supplies to the market so that we can introduce the new model. Coming to the hatches, there was a decline which was going on. But with the introduction of the limited editions, first we arrested the decline. And in the last month, we had a growth in the retails, in the entry hatch also. But it's too early. Yes, in the market, there is a problem of affordability. Absolutely no doubt about it. Because the way the prices of the vehicle has gone up, the income level have not gone up in that same extent.
Right. Same degrowth we are also seeing in as far as automobile and FMCG sector as well. So, sir, do you think there's a kind of an SOS that people are not having money to spend, or because if consumers below 10 lakh cars are not able to buy or postponing their purchase, then it's a problem that there's a problem that persists. So, what do you think is the problem, and how probably could this be solved? I mean, any virtue that you would like to give us, sir?
Many things have come at the same time. First was the COVID. The next thing was the regulations, which all came. Now, what has happened with regard to the regulations which has come on a car which is priced, say, less than 10 lakhs, if the 20,000 is the increase, vis-a-vis a vehicle which is costing 20 lakhs, the increase is 20,000. The percentage is very different.
Okay.
So that makes a difference, Chetanji, and that is where the problem happens.
Okay. And
So the catching up will happen actually.
Okay.
But again and again some new regulation come, again the price goes up. So the guy who is looking forward to buy the entry level segment, for him the problem is the catching up.
Oh, so basically right now you feel that once the regulations are more stabilized, then probably the people who are trying to postpone their purchase will eventually go in for the purchase.
I am hoping, Chetanji, that sometime this catching up should happen.
Right, of course. And also, sir,
Another thing which is very important for us to understand is this. Today maybe we are seeing that SUV contribution is going up. But fundamentally it is not possible that a two-wheeler will directly upgrade to a Grand Vitara or to an Invicto. There has to be in between a stepping stone. And hatches, the form factors may vary. There has to be a stepping stone in between. So there is no doubt it can't be happen that there will be a huge quantum jump like that.
So ultimately you are betting on the revival of the sub 10 lakh car segment.
Yes.
Okay, all right, noted, sir. Also, you have also announced in the recent regulation filing that you've cut production by about 16%. What cars do they, where is the production cut happening?
No, actually, it is not 16%. What we did was this, since after the Q1, we were seeing that during the monsoon season and other, the market response was not so good.
Okay.
So we were calibrating our production in line with the market demands. So it was, if you see, we were not focusing on the dispatches part. Okay. We were more focusing on the retail part of it. And as a result of it, every month after month, we were retailing more, but we were somehow producing the vehicles as per the market requirement.
Right. Also, sir, as far as SUVs go, the October numbers say a completely different story. The companies again outperformed as far as SUVs go. From a very low market share in the initial years, now you've actually been the market leader for the straight years this year completely. What is the consumer sentiment saying here, sir, and how bullish are you on Maruti's SUV segment?
See, now we are having almost a contribution of 30% in the SUV segment of our total sales. From 20% now we have moved to 30%. But the fundamental question remains is this, that sometime the SUV also contribution will come to a plateau actually. Whether it will, October the industry contribution was 57%. So 60, 61, what is going to be the threshold? Yeah, that has to be seen.
So you really feel that the SUVs growth and the bull run that it's happening in SUVs will eventually plateau down in even times to come?
Certain, if you see entry SUV, the contribution is not growing at all.
Okay.
April and October, it is more or less the same.
Okay.
It is the mid SUV where we are seeing the growth happening.
Oh, okay. Very interesting, sir. And of course, towards the last two set of questions, EVs is now the talking point for Maruti Suzuki now. After the Desire, of course. I mean, due credits going there, sir. But you know, a big launch was unveiled, sir. And in January, we are expecting the electric vehicle coming up. Anything new that you can tell us specific to Indian model? What is the hype and the buzz all around of the electric car from the house of Maruti Suzuki?
Chetan ji, I think yesterday, I think SMC has launched the e-Vitara in the European market. So I think we will surely be having another session with you to discuss what are the so-called specific features.
How are the input costs looking like, sir? Any price hike on the cards?
Our finance team is right now examining it actually.
Okay.
So very soon we will come to know how are we placed.
Okay, but no specific anything on the.
No, right now they are examining it, so they will be coming back to us.
Alright. Well, thank you so much, Partho San, for speaking to Business Today TV. Well, that was Partho Banerjee talking about how the company has, of course, repositioned itself into the and coming back with strong numbers, and hopefully the numbers for the hatchback segment and the mid-size SUV segment that he's talking about will eventually be showing results in the future as well. If you've been watching, thank you so much for watching. With camera person Ajay, this is Chetan Bhutani for Business Today Television.